big things, which had a higher total price. But when he saw that Vim got a lower rate, he was upset. Why does he get a lower rate? Is that how you do business? He decided not to do business with us. I learned 3 things. 1. Always double check. 2. Small things can become big things. 3. And don't play favors. There's no use in asking why I made a mistake. Or why I was always lazy with email. I just was. And I was wrong. There's no way to justify my mistake. Never brush important details off and say, it doesn't matter. Maybe it doesn't matter that you hit snooze every single day, or that you ignore the details of your book, report, or movie. The point is that not striving for perfection becomes a habit. Don't worry about being a perfectionist, there's no such thing. More often than not, people are the opposite. Perfectionism is merely an excuse. In reality, we're scared of what people think of our work. Either way, there's no point in asking why when you deal with obstacles, challenges, or mistakes. Instead, think about what you can do to overcome or prevent the things that are holding you back. Think about the details even more. I overlooked a small detail, and it cost me a lot. But the lesson I learned was more valuable than the business I could gain. Details are probably the most important thing in business, work, sports, art, and life in general. The devil is in the detail. It's one of my favorite platitudes. But I never followed the advice in the past. The main reason was my impatience. I always tried to hurry everything, sending emails, making calls, writing reports, assignments, essays, you name it. I thought that it mattered that I got the work done. But I was wrong. Because things often seem easy from the outside. Until you start doing them. This book took me 15 months to write. I spent countless hours researching the topic. I also spent hours on writing, editing, cutting, writing more, and editing it again. And then, again. I also changed the title 3 times, and the subtitle even more than that. My first title was The Art of Practicality. I initially liked it a lot because it sounded familiar. But as I started writing a book about thinking, I also applied the methods to my own book. So I thought, what does the art of even mean? I didn't have a good answer. I took that as a sign that I needed to change the title. You know what's funny? My second title was The Power of Pragmatic Thinking. Like a genius, I came up with another generic title, which was even longer than the previous one. Do you know how many books start with The Power of? A quick book titles search on Goodreads with The Power of gave me 83,895 results. That's a lot of books with those words in the title or subtitle. One of the things I've learned about writing books is that you must stand out somehow. No one cares about a better book on thinking. Instead, it's likely that you picked up this book because you expected something different. But with the previous titles that I had drafted, I knew no one would think it'd be different. 2 weeks before I published Think Straight, I started promoting it on my site and social media. And quickly, my readers became excited. Soon, emails like these came pouring in, can't wait for the book. Well done. I am so excited to read your new book. What a determined person you are. I look forward to Think Straight. I love my readers. That's why I put in a lot of time to get the title right. At that time, no one had read the book. But based on the title, readers were already excited. And that was my goal. To everyone who emailed me before the launch, I hope I delivered, winky face. Thinking about details is nothing more than doing your job. If you're a writer, your job is to write the best book you possibly can. If you're a designer, your job is to create the best design you can. You're not here to write one book and call it quits. Or to design one product and retire. If you want to grow, financially, spiritually, mentally, you must revisit the details all the time. Never underestimate or overlook details if you want to do a job right. And if you don't, it's better not to do it at all. Take thinking out of the equation. I don't want to become someone who only thinks and never acts. In fact, the only reason I think is that I want to do more with my life. I like to get more out of it because it gives me satisfaction. That's why I don't like to think on an average day. Sounds paradoxical, right? You say you should think better, but now you're saying you're thinking less yourself. That's exactly what I'm saying. Improve the quality of your thoughts, so you improve the quality of your actions. And